Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Bhadra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivastava Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Hi Badareno Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Singing after a long time. Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Chant. Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram Leela from New Zealand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram. Good. From where? What Mataji is? Which town is this? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Average Kishore. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. दरवाजा जब करता होगा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna 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 Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivastava Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Jai Harsha Vigra. Harsha Vigra Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, 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 Hare this at night. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Harsha Vigra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasti Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hi, I'm on the Hare. That's it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. This one. Unmute. Yes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Again. Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Kirtana hai ka? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Nityanand Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare not asleep now. Hare Krishna 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 Krishna. Wonder what name? Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare. Okay. What about Hari Kirtan? Hari Kirtan, are you with us? Say yes. Type yes if you are. Hari Kirtan. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. I know Nityanand Prabhu has already joined us. I don't see him. Camera. We will not see him. Nityanand, we are not seeing you. Are you there? Okay. There you are. A little higher. Your face is, only face is
Hare Krishna.
visible. All right. So what about Hari Kirtan? Hari Kirtan, are you there? My vibration too strong. Oh. All right, we're starting our Japa talk just a few minutes earlier today. because we also have a special guest speaker today. And Nityanand Prabhu, we did mention to you about him yesterday. We had introduced you to Nityanand Prabhu, or some of the glories of Nityanand Prabhu we have shared with you yesterday. So, what about Hari Kirtan? You're not there? So, जब talk कुछ 2 मिनट 1-2 मिनट पहले कुछ मिनट पहले शुरू कर रहे हैं क्योंकि आज हमारे साथ नित्यानंद प्रभु है जिनका परिचय मैंने कल आपको संक्षिप्त में दिया ही था जब हमने पूछा उनसे कि किस दिन आप सभी के साथ आप सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स जप योगियों के साथ वे वार्तालाप करेंगे या संस्कृत उच्चारण के संबंध में कुछ मार्गदर्शन करेंगे तो उन्होंने आज का दिन चुना अक्षय तृतीया का दिन चुना when we were inquiring from him which day he prefers to address you all japa yogi participants. So he preferred today the Akshay Tritiya day. So today is a very, very auspicious day to undertake, for all day is an auspicious day for new undertakings. Today I just briefly want to say that Akshay Tritiya is Mother Ganga descended on this day. Mother Ganga Maya ki Ganga Maya ka avtaran hua aaj ke din. Doors of Lord Badrinath, they remain closed during winter season. So today they get opened and they're flung open for darshan on Akshay Tritiya day. तो आज के दिन बद्रिका आश्रम में पट खुलते हैं और दर्शन प्रारंभ होता है. और क्या है? Lord Parshuram, you know him, appeared on the earth today. और आज के दिन हरि कीर्तन बोलो. Bhagwan, you can't find Hari Kirtan. Now speak. The Parshuram appeared on the earth today. Translating? I don't hear. I had to hear. You have to closer. Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Okay, what else? The sacred grain barley also appeared on the earth today. The barley is a sacred grain and it grew or appeared on the earth on this day. The barley जो धान grain आप जानते हो उसका भी प्राकृतिक हो या वो पहली बार उगा आज के दिन. Draupadi, the wife of Pandavas, as you know, famous Draupadi, received the gift of Akshay Patra from Vivaswan, the son of God. आज के दिन ही Hare Kirtan.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, just few more minutes I'm going to speak. So, Hare Kirtan.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Can you hear me?
Yeah, barely.
Yes, Maharaj.
It'll take. Yeah, I'm toward the end of this list. And then, what did it say? Srila Vyasadeva began composing Mahabharats
आज
on this day also.
आज ही के दिन से श्रील वेद व्यास जी ने महाभारत की रचना प्रारंभ की थी.
So like that, this is a small list. There's some more items also. We great happenings, events took place on this day, auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya.
तो आज के दिन बहुत सारे दिव्य क्रियाकलाप हुए थे. आज ही के दिन अक्षय तृतीया के दिन और भी कई लंबी सूची है इसकी.
Yeah, so it is a Shubha Muhurt, Maha Muhurt for any and every new undertaking.
तो आज का दिन शुभ है कोई भी अच्छे कार्य को प्रारंभ करने के लिए, शुभ कार्य को प्रारंभ करने के लिए आज का मुहूर्त अच्छा है.
So we also want to take advantage of this day by learning the correct pronunciation.
तो हम भी आज के दिवस का उपयोग कर रहे हैं संस्कृत उच्चारण सीखने के लिए.
Yeah, Sanskrit, the sacred language, the mother of all languages, spoken in Vaikuntha, spoken. Yeah, we have to one day speak in that language. So today we want to, from Nityananda Prabhu, learn some techniques, some also hear some of the glories, well, not necessarily of mother language, Sanskrit, but the important significance of the correct pronunciation.
तो संस्कृत भाषा जो कि समस्त भाषाओं की जननी है, जो भाषा वैकुंठ आदि लोकों में बोली जाती है, जो हमें एक दिन बोलना है, तो उस भाषा के विषय में नित्यानंद प्रभु पूरा विस्तृत तो नहीं बताएंगे, लेकिन उसका किस प्रकार उच्चारण किया जाए उसका हमको ज्ञान देंगे आज.
Yeah, so Nityananda Prabhu is at one time he was student of Govardhan Bhagavad Vidyapith in Vrindavan.
तो नित्यानंद प्रभु एक समय गोवर्धन विद्यापीठ जो गिरिराज गोवर्धन में स्थित है उसके विद्यार्थी रहे हैं.
One that was operated by our dear and late god brother Gopi Parandhan Prabhu.
तो वो विद्यापीठ की स्थापना हमारे प्रिय श्री गोपी परंधन प्रभु जी ने की थी.
I remember even those days Nityananda Prabhu and myself few times we used to study commentaries of Bhagavatam together.
तो मुझे वो भी दिन याद हैं जब मैं और नित्यानंद प्रभु एकत्रित होकर के भागवतम की जब भागवत को साथ में पढ़ा करते थे.
I was kind of learning from him. I was his student.
मैं एक प्रकार से उनसे सीख रहा था, मैं उनका शिष्य था.
And in the meantime, he has learned much more.
इस समय में उन्होंने कुछ और मुझसे ज्यादा सीखा है.
And he has become quite well versed in Sanskrit.
और वो काफी पारंगत हुए हैं संस्कृत भाषा में.
And hence he has been employed in services of Bhaktivedanta Book Trust.
और इसके कारण उनको भक्ति वेदांत बुक ट्रस्ट की सेवा में नियुक्त किया गया है।
I think he has some service, so like a review board, a review of the all publication, new publications.
तो उनकी जो सेवा है वो नए जितने भी पब्लिकेशंस होते हैं उनका अध्ययन करके उसमें उसको एडिटिंग करने की रहती है।
His contributions are highly appreciated by the BBT trustees.
उनका जो सहयोग है, उनका योगदान है, वो समस्त बीबीटी ट्रस्टीज के द्वारा बहुत ही प्रशंसा किया जाता है उसके।
So we are proud. I am proud of Nityanand Prabhu.
मैं बहुत ही अभिमान, बहुत ही गर्व का अनुभव करता हूँ नित्यानंद प्रभु के विषय में, नित्यानंद प्रभु के साथ में।
I especially take keen interest in seeing that devotees, ISKCON devotees around the world improve their pronunciation.
और मैं इस बात की भी अभिलाषा रखता हूँ कि पूरे संसार के भक्त जो है ISKCON के हैं वो संस्कृत भाषा का अच्छे से अध्ययन करें।
So he had been assisting, or he has agreed to assist me with this endeavor.
और उन्होंने मेरे इस प्रयास में मुझे सहयोग देने के लिए अपनी सेवा प्रस्तुत की है।
So what we are today doing is like a charity begins at home. I had requested him to teach few lessons to our students, you all, those who chant with us every day.
तो जिस प्रकार से दान देने की प्रथा स्वयं अपने घर से शुरू करना चाहिए, वैसे मैंने उनसे ये प्रार्थना की है कि वो आज के दिन आप सभी को संस्कृत भाषा के विषय में, उच्चारण के विषय में बताएं।
Okay, so he's all ready. I don't want to be between you and him. So here he goes. So on to Nityanand Prabhu.
तो नित्यानंद प्रभु अब आपको समक्ष प्रस्तुत करेंगे अपना उच्चारण करने का।
So I don't know whether you need Nityanand Prabhu translator or if you need, we have translator available. But so how much you are going to speak in English, or a lot of, or if it is easy, simple, then I think most of them should be able to manage. So, Hare Kirtan, let's try. Okay, Nityanand Prabhu.
I'm muted. Okay, Hare Krishna. Is everybody able to hear me clearly?
Yes. Yes.
Is the volume okay?
Yes.
Is the volume okay? Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear Maharaja. Hare Krishna, all the devotees. I'm honored to be present on this day in your assembly. And yeah, I'll try to serve all of you a little bit by talking on Sanskrit pronunciation. So yeah, Maharaj has introduced me to all of you as being part of the BBT team working on new Sanskrit translations. And just to add a little bit to that is that, yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be living in India for the last 19 years. So when I came to India on the instruction of my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja, and in relation to Sanskrit pronunciation, I was fortunate to travel around, specifically in South India, and hearing to different scholars, pandits, chanting directly taking their lessons, hearing from them about Sanskrit, and just imbibing all that sound. And I remember also one of the major roles, one of the major keys in my progress in Sanskrit, and specifically in pronunciation, was my own spiritual master. We used to chant,
anything else?
We used to chant in the temple Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or something else, shlokas, and he always used to pick me up and pick up on me and say, your chanting is useless. What's the use of memorizing all these verses if you can't pronounce them properly? And I was always heartbroken with this critique, but in the long run, I understand that it was actually so beneficial in my service, because it led me to analyze, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, because I'm coming not from the background of any Indian language. My native language is Russian. So I thought, what am I mispronouncing? Or why does my Guru Maharaj doesn't like it? And that led me to analyze and think about Sanskrit and the way to pronounce it properly. And this is, so by the mercy of my Gurudev, and some things has been achieved, and so I'm trying to serve the devotees in this way. So Sanskrit chanting, everybody is mostly attracted by different melodies and verses, and many times devotees come up to me, Prabhu, this interesting stotra, this interesting verse, can you explain us how to chant it? And seems like everybody is more attracted by different melodies. Yeah, but what about the actual quality of sound? So that is something to work on. Yeah, and not everybody is ready to do that. So here, just to make it a bit more interesting, our session, I'd like to graphically illustrate it. Here's the instrument that I play. It's a guitar, and so many of you must be knowing the George Harrison song "My Sweet Lord," where he glorified Krishna. So just imagine somebody who is just starting learning the guitar. He takes the guitar and say, Prabhu, can I play for you My Sweet Lord? I say, sure, let me hear it. So here it goes. Does that sound any good? Not really. There's just some rattling, some noise is coming out of the guitar. Yeah, because I should say, yeah, you got the rhythm right. Dun, dun, da, 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 dun, da, dun, dun, da, da, dun. But the sound really needs much improvement. So then the person would go home and really work on the way to press the strings to the neck of the guitar, and to draw out the proper sound from the instrument. So then the person would come back in a week and say, yeah, here I am. So I'm unable to hold it properly. So here it is. Yeah, finally, it sounds it starts sounding like the song, My Sweet Lord. So this is to illustrate that many times we are preoccupied with just external things that relate to Sanskrit shlokas and Bhagavatam verses and all the prayers, which is the melody, the thing. But what about the core of it, which is the quality of the sound, the pronunciation? That is, that needs working on. Yeah, and not everybody is ready to do that. But I can see most of many of you in this live sessions. Many of you are from India or Indian body devotees. So you have definitely a huge head start because all the Indian languages, they inherit Sanskrit phonetics. The alphabet is practically the same. Yeah, so just from your childhood, you imbibe all that proper sound, and which is a challenge for devotees that come from non-Indian language backgrounds, like it was for me. And it took time for me to clear off my speech so that I was able to pronounce things clearly in Sanskrit. So here is the there are some reasons why we need to pronounce Sanskrit properly, and just to brainstorm it and give all of us some food for thought, I came out with a few. So first of all is that Sanskrit pronunciation can affect pronunciation, whether it's right or wrong. It can affect the meaning of what's being said. Just to give an example, there is a word karana. Karana means instrument or sense. Yeah, karana. And there is a word karana. So the word karana means the cause. Yeah, sarva karana karanam. Krishna is the cause of all causes. So often this long in karana is neglected. Yeah, and it totally changes the meaning. Yeah. So those who are familiar with Sanskrit, if they hear, if I want to say the cause and I say karana, they say, this is not the cause, this is the instrument or the sense. You have to say karana, then it means the instrument. And another striking example is Vamana. So who is Vamana? We all know. The Lord's dwarf avatar, yeah, Vamana Dev, the son of Aditi. So very often people just say Vaman or Vaman Dev. So Vaman, that would be very dangerous, because this is the Vaman Dev would mean the Lord of Vomit, which is quite disgusting meaning. Whereas we are talking about the most elevated person. So the one sound, or can make such a difference in the word. And there are many more examples to this. I just thought of quoting the most striking ones. And another thing is, of course, the ambience that is created. Whenever things are properly chanted in Sanskrit with proper pronunciation, you feel immediately transported to another world. That's the potency of the language, yeah, because this language is inherently spiritual, coming from the spiritual world. When you hear Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vrikshalakshavriteshu surabhira bhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra shata sambhrama sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Yeah, and so that, and then you have somebody who comes who is not trained in Sanskrit pronunciation and speak the same verse. It doesn't have the same impact. It doesn't give you the same punch in your mind. It doesn't transport you to that realm. Just like I can try to emulate Russian accent, for example. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpavriksha lakshavriteshu surabhir abhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra shata sambhrama sevyamanam. So it sounds a bit different. Sounds actually not like Sanskrit. Or Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpavriksha lakshavriteshu surabhir abhipalayantam. Sounds like American English to me. Yeah. So Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpavriksha lakshavriteshu. So you can clearly hear what it does to the whole experience. So when we speak these verses, we endeavor for the best pronunciation we can. It does affects us, our mind, and it does affect our audience when we quote it in our speech or lectures. So this is very important to give our audience and ourselves that experience when we deal with the prayers and verses and so on. So when we chant the verses in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam lecture, the whole meaning of it is to train ourselves in proper pronunciation. That was the whole reason why Srila Prabhupada had started that. It was in Japan. Yeah, he was worrying that devotees are mispronouncing the verses a lot. So therefore, the Bhagavatam speaker has an additional responsibility, whether he's Indian or American or Russian or Spanish. The Bhagavatam speaker actually has that responsibility in front of Prabhupada to pronounce every word properly, because that is the whole purpose of this repetition. And another thing is devotees often quote that there is a definitely change in the effect that we receive from chanting mantras. So now that is a little bit arguable, because we know from Padma Purana that Shuddham va Shuddham, the pronunciation might be pure and impure, means so the person will still receive the benefits of the Harinam, even if the person mispronounces it. Yeah. So in the case of Harinam, yes, it may not work because Harinam is just so merciful. But in the case of all other mantras, it will work. Yeah, definitely there will be less effect, and there is Shastric statements to that effect, to that point, that the effect of the mantra does reduce if the pronunciation is not proper. Yeah, if we don't deal with the nama, if we deal with some yajna mantras, and we have the example of Vritrasura, the story from the 6th canto. There was a defect in the pronunciation or the intentional mispronunciation, and what was produced was a demon to kill Indra. So this is some of the things that I thought of about the importance of Sanskrit pronunciation. And so pronunciation does start with the quality of the varnas which we pronounce. Yeah, it's varna. And here, just to give it a practical, something that some of you might carry away from this session, let's zoom into the pronunciation of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So which we chant so much every day. And let's see, many of you, I'm sure you are pronouncing it correctly, because as I may repeat, you come from that language background. You've been chanting Krishna from your childhood, but maybe some of you might not have that head start. And so let's, for the sake of it, let's do it. And now another point, just not to forget, is that my take on it. So somebody might say, Bhavagrahi Janardana. Bhavagrahi Janardana. Krishna accepts the essence. Why should I bother about refining my pronunciation? Especially if it's stated that Shuddham Va Shuddham, holy name can be repeated, can be chanted with even improper pronunciation. So now there is a statement in 18th chapter of the Gita about the austerity of speech. Yeah? Or it's the 17th one, I don't remember clearly, but there is the austerity of speech. Yeah, and some of you remember it, anudvegakaram vakyam, and there are other items in that list. It shouldn't be disturbing to others and so on. But one important point is the svadhyayabhyasanam. Svadhyayabhyasanam, which is practicing the svadhyaya. And what is svadhyaya in that context? It is actually not just study, but repetition of the Vedic literature or mantras. So, which we do all the time as devotees. We chant Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and other shastras. And Svadhyaya bhyasanam is what we do. This is austerity of our speech. And if we can refine, if we can make it better, that would be serving Krishna, serving Krishna's Krishna in the form of shastras, and that would be an austerity of our speech to refine our Sanskrit pronunciation. Yeah. So just to make it, again, coming back to our practical point, let's talk about Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yeah. So just a few words I will say about the sounds in it. Of course, the first one is the most important one, is the sound R, R. Now, those of you who are from India and brought up in that culture, you will have absolutely no problems with that, R. But many people in the world who come from the English language background specifically, and also from Chinese language background, this sound does give challenge, yeah? So, R. This is because the tongues are positioned in a different way in English, or in Chinese it's la, halek lisna. Yeah, they Chinese people, they often substitute la, substitute ra with la sound. So anyhow, it all can be cleared and refined when we understand the anatomy of our mouth. Yeah, the speech machine which is created by Krishna here. So ra is the sound when we press our tongue to the place above our upper teeth. It's called alveola. It's like a wavy ridge above our upper teeth. We can all feel it with our tongue. So when we press our tongue there, r, the sound r comes, and we can even test it if we are able to do r, kind of rattling. Yeah. So here it is on the picture. I can show where there's that alveolar ridge above the upper teeth, which the tongue has to touch. Yeah. So this is the sound of Hare. It's not Hare and not Hale. It's Hare, Re, Re. So, and the same way with Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The sound R. Now, another point is, of course, matra is the long vowels that are present in the Maha Mantra, which are A. A in Sanskrit is always long. It's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Sometimes you hear devotees in singing, they get again carried away by the melody, and they at the expense of pronunciation. And it's something like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, as if the I is long. But the name is not Hare, it's Hare. Yeah, the vocative, Sambodhana of Hari or Hara, who is Radha. So, and in the same way is Rama. It's Rama. And most of you are aware of it, but many devotees are not. And so it's Hare Rama, Hare Rama. The length of the vowels, yeah, when we observe it, the pronunciation comes out, the sound of the holy name really comes out with all its beauty. And the name Krishna, many devotees come, so how to actually pronounce it? What's the actual pronunciation of Krishna? So there are three sounds that actually challenge many devotees. The first of all is R, the sound R, yeah, which looks like a consonant if you transliterate it in English. Of course, not in Sanskrit. In Devanagari, it's like this, yeah, Gr. And that R is a vowel. It's not a consonant. So it's not Hare Krishna. Yeah, Krishna. You often hear foreign devotees pronouncing it as Krishna, as if it's R, but it's Krishna, Krishna. And that sound, is a vowel sound, svara. It is svara, it's not vyanjana. And it comes by curling our tongue. So imagine this is our tongue. In front, there are teeth. Yeah, this is our tongue. So this r is when we curl it backward, really way behind. Grr. This is the position of the tongue. R, r. Yeah, and in a small thing I printed out for you. This is the illustration of it. You can see how the tongue is curved backward, Krishna. And the deeper you can go, the clearer you will hear that r sound, r sound. Okay? So it's not r exactly where the tongue has to. I'll show again when the tongue is touching the alveola above our teeth, upper teeth. R is the consonant, but it is r vyanjana. Because the point is that when we pronounce svaras or vowels, there is no contact of the tongue with practically any place of pronunciation in the mouth. But when we pronounce vyanjanas or consonants, the tongue does touch different places in the mouth, like r, p, d, k. This is not the case with vowels, a, I, u, r. Yeah, so Krishna. Now that sh is the deep one. In Sanskrit, we call it murdhanya. So sh, that is that sh. And there is confusion about it. Even among Indian devotees, I have heard a lot. There is that the ushmas, the three sounds of Sanskrit, which come at the end of the alphabet. Sh, sh, and s. And many times things are, interchanged, jumbled up, and you don't hear clearly what exactly is there. So, so this sh, is very convenient in the name Krishna, because that sh is pronounced just, the tongue stays there. When we curved our tongue backward to pronounce r, kr, the tongue stays there and says sh. So kr, sh. Yeah, there is another sh, which is in the word Shiva, for example, Shiva, or sh, where we touch with our tongue the alveola, exactly the place we touched when we pronounce the consonant r or sh. Yeah, and it's different. The sh of Shiva and sh of Krishna is different. There are two different varnas. So that we have to be conscious of. And another words, just to illustrate this, is shat, the number 6 in Sanskrit. Many of you know shat. It's not shat, it's shat. You can hear that softness of that. And when we say Shiva, Chakra, or Chakra is the name of Indra, or Shatam 100, Shatam, we hear that piercing sound of sh, as if some arrow is piercing the air. Yeah, you can hear that sharp, very clear sh sound. And when we have this sh in the name of Krishna, or for the same point, Vishnu, sh, it is a very soft sound. It's the sound of like maybe the breeze passing through the leaves of the tree, yeah, something like that. It's not that sh sound of that sharp sound of Shiva, yeah, or Shambhu, but it is Krishna. Sh. And Rna is also there, and in Devanagari we have it here written as this symbol. In English transliteration, we always put a dot. Yeah, I think you see everything like a mirror reflection. I just realized, but it's okay. You know what I'm talking about. So we put a dot under N, just to signify that it is not na. It is not that na. I'll try to do the mirror reflection.
No, just
Yeah.
I think we are seeing it right.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm seeing it in my screen like that. So this is not the na when we touch our teeth. It is not Krishna. It is Krishna. And many of you know that it's Kavarga. The middle varga of the Sanskrit alphabet. So Krishna. First of all, we had R. We curved our tongue behind. Grr. Then the tongue stays and we say sh. That soft, very calming sound. And then we press our tongue to the alveolar, to that place above our upper teeth. And we shoot it forward. Na. This is how it is. When we say na, as in the word naga, for example, or ananda, at that time, our tongue touches our teeth because this is the dental n sound. Dantya, n, ananda. You can even see your tongue in the mirror reflection between your teeth. Ananda, naga. But when we say na, you'll not see your tongue in the mirror behind your teeth because the tongue is up there, pressing onto that ridge above your upper teeth. And then you shoot it forward with a gush of air. Na. So this is how Krishna, the pronunciation of Krishna comes. I'll repeat it again. So this is the T. Okay, the front part of your mouth. You say Krishna. This is how it goes. Krishna. So the tongue goes behind, and at the end of the name, it comes back front with na. This is Krishna. So it is simple for many, but believe me, it is very difficult also for many devotees and people who do not come from Indian language background. And this is the name of the Lord whom we hold the most, whom we regard the most. Akhila Rasamrita Murtihi. So this is Krishna. So devotees should be able to pronounce that name purely. So this is my practical explanation from the pronunciation point of view of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So I tried to give you some points. So I hope some of you might find it useful. So it's 7:11 now. So maybe anybody has any questions or any points. Maybe I forgot to mention something that we can discuss briefly. Maharaja, please, anything?
I'm very happy. Actually, I was going to suggest you to talk about the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra pronunciation. I did not communicate that with you, but you read my mind or something. That's what you taught. Perfect. Wonderful. So it's a good beginning, and we started with pronunciation of a Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is a Japa conference, and you were addressing. We had 580 participants that you were addressing.
Yeah, it's a really large audience. Yeah.
And I think some of them are making their comments on or ask. That was difficult. That was excellent class. Someone, Param Karuna in Nagpur says, it was very excellent what you presented. Proper chanting, they learned from you. I'm just reading some of the comments.
Yeah,
simply wonderful, someone says. It was really helpful for pronunciations. Another devotee says, Sundar Anubhav, some are offering you their obeisances. Thank you very much, wonderful. Please share the video. They are requesting that we share this video with all of them or with others. Hear us.
You're getting fast.
Wonderful. So like that, I think very excellent class. Very nice. Perfect chanting, Guru Maharaj. Or chanting that. Do it once again. They want this to hear once again, but I think they will circulate this. When Prabhuji he does this online courses in teaching pronunciation, and devotees and others also from around the world take advantage of his online courses. I think we had been making these announcements on our websites and Lok Sangha communication. And I know some of you are his students, his followers, learning from him. And I would like more and more of you to also take advantage of this talent that Nityanand Prabhu has been gifted with. It's a God's gift that amongst us we have someone who can knows and teach the correct pronunciation. And he also gives a very personal guidance. I know some of you are asking some questions. Now there's no time for question answer. Our session is getting over. But when during his, if you become his student, join his online courses, then he takes trouble to instruct, guide one-on-one very closely, going into lots of details. So
yeah, if anybody is
okay, Nityanand Prabhu,
if anybody is interested to contact me,
you want to say also how they could join? Okay,
yeah, you can just
devotees
write
take
me an
note,
email.
write this down.
Can you see that properly?
She's on the screen.
You have to stop speaking.
ntd108@gmail.com. So this is my email. If you are interested in joining my online courses, you are most welcome. I'll type it one more time in the chat. 108@gmail. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it's there. So
you want to?
this is the.
You want to say?
Yeah, And yeah, so everyone is welcome.
Anything in conclusion?
Yes, and I'm available, Maharaj, for your service and for the service of all these
I
wonderful.
would like to do these sessions. I mean,
yeah, next time.
Whenever you are available, once a month that we had talked about.
Next time we can take some another mantra or some verse and analyze the pronunciation. So if this video will be recorded, then there is no need of repeating it, and we can do something else next time. Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, pranams.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam to all the Vaishnavas.
Hare. Wonderful. Okay, see you all tomorrow during our japa session. And greetings, Akshay Tritiya greetings to all of you. Happy Akshay Tritiya.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.